I got some big news for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans, in particular regarding Part 9. We got more insight on it, all of the above. Let's check it out. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Manga Part 9, the Jojolands, teases a picture and its story. This year's February issue of Shueisha's Ultra Jump magazine revealed on Thursday a picture and story tease for Hirohiko Araki's The Jojolands, the upcoming 9th part of his JoJo's Bizarre Adventure manga series. The magazine teases that the story is about a boy who becomes very rich in the subtropical islands. The manga will launch in the magazine March 2023 issue on February 17th. Araki's Jojolands, of course, ended, which was the 8th part of JoJo's, back in August 2021, and it debuted in Ultra Jump in May 2011. And the art that we got, because they gave us a little preview of, okay, what the next JoJo's is gonna look like. I'm not gonna lie, the art itself, it looks I guess I'm waiting to see more of, like, when we get it in color, to see what the, color design is gonna be like or whatnot. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect because I'm an anime only when it comes to JoJo's. I'm waiting until whenever Part 7 comes out. But yeah, the new Jojolands, and that's the main character. Alright, it's a dope drawing, but again, I want to know more about what this JoJo's is all about. And either way, this is the first look at JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9's MC. This is the new JoJo's, the one that's taking over after Part 8's, was it Josefumi? I think that was his name. Might be totally off on that. Small story, but nevertheless, I did want to cover it regarding Nightwing's latest comic. You're probably like, yo, Fornev, what? Why are you bringing this up? Well, I thought it was very significant to say the least, because apparently in the latest Nightwing comic, after several years, and there might have been other comics that did this, but the Teen Titans have finally become a part of the Justice League, and I thought that was pretty significant. It says, the Titans now becoming the new Justice League and Guardians of the World, is exactly what this person wanted for years to happen. And apparently in Nightwing 100, one of the latest comics, the Teen Titans have become the new Justice League. That's very interesting and very dope, because I was back in the days a big fan of Teen Titans, Justice League Unlimited. I've read some of the comics. I loved the Judas Contract story that they did like, I believe it was a direct-to-video or whatnot, although it was probably better done in the actual animated series with the Terra arc. But nevertheless, yeah, Teen Titans have officially become the Justice League in the new Nightwing comic. I would love to read some of that Nightwing comic. I need to look into that. But yeah, I thought it would be interesting for you to know. Attack on Titan's final season Part 3. Now, a lot of us have been waiting for Attack on Titan to come to its close, right? It honestly feels to a certain degree like it ended a million years ago, and somehow it's still going, because the manga wrapped up a couple of years ago now, I want to say. Like, it's been quite a bit since the original story has ended, and the anime has been taking its sweet time to end it. So much so that it's like, wait a minute, so it was already a couple of years ago that you announced Attack on Titan, the final season, and instead of it actually being the final season, where 3 parts deep and they're breaking it down, and it's just been absolute chaos. And to a certain degree, it feels as though 100% I can say now that they're stretching and milking the release of this Attack on Titan season. Don't get me wrong, it is 100% beneficial to, put as much time as possible to make sure that the product is polished and all of that stuff, but that whole, hey, this is the final thing, is what makes you look at it like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you could throw the argument maybe and compare it to a certain degree of like, yo, dog, we had Naruto the last, and then after that we had the Boruto movie, and then after that we had Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations anime, but a little bit different because those are different IPs. This has been saying the final season of Attack on Titan for how freaking long now, and we're still, you know what I'm saying, checking the imaginary watch. I don't got my watch on, but we're still waiting. But I bring forth to you guys the details because we got a trailer alongside some insight into the finale of Attack on Titan, as well as Studio Mappa addressing something big that fans may be speculating about the release. Let's read. Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3 anime set to premiere on March 4th and will be split into 2 halves. And before we continue any further, that is nuts. My birthday is March 2nd. March 3rd, we have that theatrical release of Demon Slayer with the final 2 episodes of Season 2 and the premiere of the Swordsmith Village arc. And then the day after that, we got Attack on Titan. My presents for my birthday are coming a little bit late, but we're getting them. The time has come for the final arc, okay, of the Attack on Titan anime franchise, with the official Twitter account account for the series, revealing that Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3 will begin its Titanic Japanese broadcast in March. This part will be split into 2 halves, with the first to start on March 4th and the second half to air within 2023. To get fans hype, a new trailer was released featuring scenes from the upcoming part. And before we jump into the trailer, let's re-examine this for a second. So we're probably going to get, what, 12 and then 12 if they're going to do a 24, or are they going to just put like 6 and 6? How is this going to go? It seems as though, because there's still quite a bit of story left to be told, but I don't know if there's like 24 episodes worth of material. I'm imagining that Attack on Titan's final season, final parts, part 3, that's going to be divided into 2, which again, they're 100% milking this. And the crazy part about it is that similar to the Boruto situation, I can almost bet everything in the house that Attack on Titan is going to continue on with some sort of spin-off sequel down the road. If they are holding so tightly to Attack on Titan to the point that we are in 2023 and we're going into the final season, part 3, that is going to be broken down into 2 halves, they don't want to let this go, because it is factual that Attack on Titan might be Kodansha's biggest franchise of all time, their biggest series, their biggest property, so they're not going to let it go away. And this is another clear indication that, dog, they stretching it. Again, it'll benefit us down the road in terms of the quality of the episodes and all of the time that they could put into, you know, because they do use CG for the Titans. We could get a good product with this extra time. But fam, it feels like Attack on Titan, it's been over for a while now. Why are we on the final season, part 3? I think honestly, just if they never would have went with this final season debacle, I probably wouldn't feel anyway. I would have been like, okay, that was season 5 and season 6, you know, so on and so forth. But they were like, nah, dog, it's the final and it's gonna take years to get through. Let's check out this trailer though. Let's go. We're seeing a wall. We're seeing young Eren crying. Oh gosh, and now we're seeing a massacre. What the heck? The rumbling. We're seeing the more rumbling. And this is all a boy's dream, dog. A boy has the right to dream, even if it means the total annihilation of everything in the world to save his own people. That was something else, to say the least. I gotta lie, that was a nice little trailer, little teaser to get people going. And considering we're only, what, about a month and a half away from its premiere, definitely some hype stuff. The first half of Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3's final arc, again, is scheduled to air on NHK General on March 4th at 12:25 a.m. Japan time, so that'll probably be like, what, 10:30-ish in the a.m. for us, so that'll probably be around the morning-ish to maybe noon on Saturdays. So looking at my calendar, it seems as though Attack on Titan, opposed to it being on Sundays, if it's coming out March 4th at 12:25 a.m., we might be looking at Friday noon for Attack on Titan coming out, opposed to we've been having those Sunday releases. Now that I'm looking at it, very interesting. And it says Yuichiro Hayashi will be returning to direct the next part at Studio Mappa, and again, the second part is scheduled for sometime in 2023. I'm gonna guess, okay, if we're getting this in March, probably the next part will roll around in fallish, so maybe Attack on Titan will end at the very end of 2023. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of this at all. It feels like they've been dragging their feet on getting this thing out, and don't get me wrong, it's really dope that they're having this extra time for production time, but geez Louise, it feels like this final part is never ending. And the trailer looks dope. I'm excited. Really cool late birthday present to myself. But Attack on Titan, come on, final season, let's be final with it. And following that announcement about Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3 being split up into 2 halves, a lot of fans took to the internet very upset, like, yo dog, we're dragging it, and Studio Mappa addressed it. Let's read what they had to say. To all those who are looking forward to the TV anime Attack on Titan the Final Season conclusion arc, we're pleased to announce the release date of Attack on Titan the Final Season. Our initial goal was to broadcast the entire final season on March 3rd, 2023. However, in the process of production, the amount of work became much larger than expected, and after consulting with the committee members, we've decided to release the series in 2 cores, the first core and second core. We deeply apologize to those who have been looking forward to the completion of the anime in the conclusion arc. All of our employees and staff promise to devote our energies to the production of Attack on Titan until the very end, so we hope you will give us a little more time. We appreciate your continued support, Mappa. And again, I don't want to be completely like, yo, I just want it now, because if they're going to put their best foot forward and give us the top tier quality in terms of this adaptation, then also it is a good thing that we're giving them the time. But I mean, I'm just saying, dog, like, final season should have been finalized a long time ago. But dope for Mappa also addressing that as well, because a lot of people are like, yo, I want to finish this bad boy. Have an awesome day. Subscribe and hit that bell to get more. Yeah!
Lights be flashing and looking at me, such a odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably repeat, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.